Well, I had a bit of a problem when I did this one here. I was telling you about this, and of course I didn't look at my video, and it switched off when I was doing this design here. You see, I was doing all this and showing you how to do the knobs and how to cut the inside work, you see. So I was telling you how to put this dark in here and bring in this over here and not leaving gaps here. You close that up so you don't get little hooks in between. I'll show you later again. I'll reiterate all this how to build up the scroll. But my main argument about this type of thing, with the whiskers and this growing and the haphazard outside work, you know, it's growing too long here and putting whiskers in, and it doesn't do anything for this. It's got to, in our way of thinking, as to reflect what's on the inside. A plant doesn't grow extra unless it's grafted with another variety, another type of leaf, you see. So now this is the one that I've come back to. It's a pity that this broke down, but still. So now I'm doing the outside work as it should be, or as all the old English engravers would have engraved. So now you're going to do the step ladder effect again. You see, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you got the 1, 2, 3, 4. But they're all here. You put this in. I put a little bit of an emphasis on the back of this, and then I do another one here, and I put this here. I may put a small one in just to get the variety, and slightly put a knob on that one. So it makes you an interest. But it all starts from touching this one and doing that, and then you shade down on these, maybe one, because if under the microscope you might overdo it. Just put that there. It emphasizes this stem that's coming around here, and because that doesn't do anything, he tried to shade the background to bring it out, but it didn't work. It's a hedgehog, you know. It's a thing, you know. It isn't even brushed properly, this animal. Okay, so now here we go again. You do it this way. You see, it goes, forms this. Now he left a gap there. That's what you do. You put a small one inside, right? And then you do that. You shade down here. You create these little things. You can put your little shadings in. But what I was emphasizing, and everything cut out, and I've got to reiterate and do it all over again for you, is that you don't end up with a massive knob. You do your step ladder, your Nautilus shell, right? So you do all these here. They're all the same distance. It's an automatic. When we were engraving, you sat there and you clicked in there, you went over there, you clicked in there, went over there until you came to here. There was no shortcuts. You didn't stop here and then end up with a big knob. Some people do, of course, but there again, they don't. Their work's not appealing. Another problem, not a problem. It shows you how, if you use a hammer and chisel, sometimes you can't get the same finesse as a hand-pushed graver. That very fine there, and you click it and click out. When you're using a hammer, unless you're a complete expert, you don't get these very fine movements here. So there's a difference in style. And I won't criticize it because some of it's quite attractive, and the customer or the ordinary people don't see any difference. And again, it's what appeals to the person itself. But what I'm trying to express is that I'm trying to teach the generation that don't see expert work and haven't worked with an expert. This is what we're aiming for. That is somebody's interpretation of that. The inside work may be correct, may be okay, you know, it's good. As I say, an expert can always criticize another person's work. The average person doesn't know any difference. It's the difference between a good chef and, shall we say, if you're a wine connoisseur, you know wine. The average person will drink it and think it's quite pleasant. And the other person will say, it's this and it's that, and so on and so forth. That's where we stand. So I'll let you get off and I'll show you how to do the scrolls later. Bye for now.